Hi all! So it's been a while since I filmed. I'm hoping you can see me okay because it's very bright. I'm in my conservatory because Duncan's on a business school in there, so I can't film in there, which is also why I'm quiet, so I'm hoping you can hear me. I hopefully can play with the volume in editing if needs be. But I thought I'd give you a catch up. It's been so long. It's been well over a month since I've done my last video, and the last one was the blocking of this, so my catch up is God knows how long ago. But I thought I'd show you things. So, as you can hopefully see, this is the shawl that I blocked out. This was the Queen Anne's lace that I was working on. See if I bring it over a little, whether it's more visible. Yeah, so obviously it's a circular one, and it's very, very floaty and very wavy, and it's really lovely. I can't see the camera when that's up, so I don't know what you can see, but hopefully you can see it's really gorgeous, and you can wear it folded directly in half or have it longer, so you can have the spiral coming from here or just have it up there. It's up to you really, but I'm really happy with the way it turned out, and I will definitely be doing more of them. But right now I'm actually working on a different one. I needed more. Some of you would have seen in my Instagram, I think it was my Instagram, somewhere I posted about me doing the upstairs craft room and putting all my stock out so I could see what I needed more of, and I realised I needed more rectangular shawls. So I've started this one, which is in the same yarn as this one, so it's really thin. I don't know how well you can see that. It's called Upstairs. I've forgotten who it's by. I've made one of these ones before in a different colour and I liked it, so I'm doing another one. Because I'm doing it in such thin yarn, I've done extra repeats. I can't remember how many extra repeats I've done. I cast on so long ago. I'll try to link the pattern down in the description for anyone who's wanting to see it. But if I forget, give me a yell and then I'll do it. Or if you can't wait, if you go to my Ravelry page, it is in my projects, Upstairs shawl, so you'll be able to have a look. But that's about the only knitting I've got on the go, and crochet wise I actually have another one of these on the go, but I haven't brought it in because there's not much done. But this was the mesh shawl that I did a while ago, so I've just got another one of them, same colour yarn but starting in a different place, so the colour stripes are in a different place. But I haven't been feeling up to doing crochet recently. I've been doing other crafts. Those who have been following along my social medias will know. One of them is card weaving, so you can't see much of the pattern at the moment because I've just shifted it around to do more, but there we go. So that's what I'm working on with the cards. These will be made into a variety of different things, bags, key rings, lanyards and all that sort of stuff when I finish it. Don't know when. I'm doing what I want when I want at the moment because I finished studying now. Yay! Which means I can film more because I haven't been well for a long time, and so the times I had energy to do anything I had to study. But my last EMA is handed in and the EMA is cancelled because of everything going on right now, so that's my year's study over. I don't have to do any more until October when I start my next module, which would be nice. So what I've actually been doing mostly is Lucky Stars origami. Some of you would remember seeing them, but they're just strips of paper. Just little strips of paper, 1 centimetre by 24 centimetres I think they are. And then I fold them into stars, but I've become a little obsessed. This is one lot. They're in ice cream containers though, but let's see if I can take the lid off and not spill them everywhere, shall we? Okay, so these are the glow-in-the-dark ones. You can see them. So all of those ones glow in the dark. They're really pretty. These ones are really thin. They're actually seafood paper because it's so thin. but it's really strong. And then I have these ones, which were various sky themes, clouds and rainbows and things. And then I have these ones are space themed. These are the first ones I started folding of the new stock. So these ones are galaxies and space, that sort of thing. So they're the ones I've got completed of all of that colour that I had. But I will show you the ones I'm working on and haven't done yet as well. Let's just put these ones back. So, right now I'm working on glitter ones. So I don't know if you can tell, I'll hold up some of the papers here. You see the glitter on them. I don't know how well you can see that, but various colours with different glitter on them. The paper's actually quite thick and very smooth. It's very good paper. I was disappointed with it though, because it advertised a whole range of colours, but instead I got a whole bunch of the same colours basically. These silvers, I got a large amount of them and a large amount of these golds. And then only one of some of the blues and reds, like these ones. I only got one of each of them. One pack, not one strip obviously. So it's going to be overwhelmingly silver and gold. But these are the colours, but that's nowhere near what I should have got. So it was an Amazon buy. But I'm going to see if I can find a different seller on there and hopefully get a more realistic colour range that I was supposed to get that I didn't get. But I did get new rainbow ones. These I'm quite happy with. I haven't made any of these yet, so they're still in their strip form, but that's basically all the colours of the rainbow in there and more. As you can see, there's a lot of colours in there. So after I've done the glitter ones, I'll work on them so I can get it back in. When they're in their paper form, strip form, they're a little harder to fit around, but they get in there. Just don't want to crease them too much, because obviously you want them to form into the stars. And then before all of those arrived and I wanted to do it, I actually started doing my quilling paper, which I have 7mm quilling paper. These make very small stars. They only make them, if I can compare it. So that's the size difference. I don't know if you can see that. It's can you see the size difference? I have no idea if you can see. I can't really see the screen. It's just pure brightness. But again, these are rainbow coloured ones. But these are 7mm quilling papers, not really Lucky Star papers, but they work just as well. But I chop the paper up. I don't use one strip per star because they'd be too thick. I actually chop it in, I think into 3. I think I use 1/3 of the paper to make each star. But I've got more of that one as well. I've still got that left, so I've got plenty to do then. But once I get through them, I'm going to stop and start putting them together. A lot of people have asked what I'm going to do with them, and I'm actually going to make them into wall hangings and mobiles and things. Right now in front of me is, you can't quite see, but there's a very large amount of bamboo drying. So I've chopped up all of this bamboo that I've got. Some of them are drying out quite nicely. You can see this one is losing almost all of its green now, whereas some of them, which are much thicker, are still very green. But basically we have a large amount of bamboo growing in our back garden, and we recently cut a bunch of it down, so I thought I'll use it for crafts. So there is a lot here. They won't just be used for the Lucky Stars. I'll actually be doing some yarn wall hanging, some macrame, and maybe some sprung, I don't know. Maybe it's just some yarn falls. I'll use them for morsels, but there's a lot to keep me going here. So this is once this dries, I'll start putting things together, but until it's dry, which could be many more weeks, because it can take up to 12 weeks for it to dry. So I'm just preparing everything in advance, and then once they're dry I can start putting everything together, and it'll be much quicker to do. So that's what I've been working on. That's about it really, because I've spent so much time studying or being ill that I just haven't really done any other crafting. These lucky stars are quite easy to do, so I can just sit there and do them if I've got a headache or something, just to keep my hands occupied, because I need to keep my hands occupied. But some of you know I've recently just had my 40th birthday on Friday the 15th of May, so another year older, but not necessarily another year wiser. But some of you would have saw on my Facebook I got a Animal Crossing Switch for my birthday. That's in there. I've not brought it out yet. It's too hot to risk putting it out here. But I've been playing that a lot. That's been helping me relax. But I also got, they weren't really a birthday present, I've been saving up for them, but I got them at my birthday. These are smart crutches. I've got a pair, obviously. But the thing about these new crutches, so it's just, they have a really cool wider bottom, which makes them more stable, but this bit can be completely adjusted. So if I undo that, I can change the, undo it enough, yeah, I can change the angle of where I want to hold, so I can hold down like you would a normal crutch, or you can have various till your arm is straight. And what it does is it supports the weight, it supports the weight across my arm instead of through my arm like that, so it's much comfier to use, and they're reducing my pain a lot. I'm just going to put this back in the correct position a minute. So they've been really good. The upper bits, these bits here, they hurt, so on payday we're going to get me some padding. They sell them, so I'm just going to buy some padding to put on there. But I'm hoping it means that I'll be able to go out and walk for much longer, because the pain won't be quite as bad while using them. I've had a couple of dry runs I've done literally around this cul-de-sac block. I don't want to go out when there's other people about, so we tend to do it in the evenings to avoid people. So I've had a couple of runs and they're definitely much better. There's barely any strain on my shoulders or on my wrists, which normally with my other crutches was incredibly painful. So I'm hoping I'll be able to do more and get out and about, which would be really nice. But yeah, that's really all I've got to show you, which isn't a lot for how long I've been away, is it really? But I needed to concentrate on my study rather than my YouTube. As much as I miss doing YouTube, my study does come first. It's my top priority, other than family and that obviously. But now that study's over, YouTube can become a priority again, so hopefully, touch wood, you should see a lot more of me over the coming weeks, up until October when I start studying again. I'm doing children's literature, so I don't know how I'm going to, what sort of level I'm going to feel like on there. When I did creative writing, I found myself feeling as dumb as an ox. It was awful, because me and Matute had very different opinions on creative writing. But my last one I just did, Greek and Roman mythology, was really fascinating and I really enjoyed it, even though the TMAs were quite hard. It was still fascinating to learn it all. So I don't know how it's going to go with children's writing literature, because it's not necessarily about children's books. It's more about the literature within those books, and the history of it. So we're going to be starting really older age books up to modern day books. I mean, we're covering things from like Little Women to Harry Potter to Philip Pullman's Lightning Thief and that, Peter Pan, the play we're covering. So it's a range of different things, so it's going to be interesting. So I don't know come October how much time I'll have for YouTube again, I don't know. But between now and then, I should hopefully have more time to do more YouTube videos. I have a lot planned, but it depends on how I'm feeling each day, because my health has been a little iffy recently. But once all this bamboo's dried, I will make sure I film at least some of the ones I'm making, so that you can see what I'm doing and what I mean by doing the wall hangers and the mobiles and things. So I'm hoping that will be interesting to some of you. And when I get more done on this, I'll give some updates. That again will be something that will be blocked, so I will film me blocking that one as well. Because obviously this is such fine yarn that I don't know how well you could see the stitches relax. So we'll do another one with this fine yarn to see how that looks. But I'll also make something with a thicker yarn that needs blocking, so hopefully you can see the stitches relax a little better on that. We'll have to wait and see, won't we? But I think that's everything for the minute. I haven't made any more toys at the moment. I took a break from toys. I needed, after the shop, I needed a break. The shop of course is closed now because it wasn't going to survive this current lockdown. It was barely surviving as it was due to the fact of the building being condemned. But we did prove that there is a market for handcrafted Asatan work in Salisbury, so we're hoping the council will help fund another shop instead. We'll have to wait and see how it goes. We don't know. You know, you can only try your best, isn't it? But I think that's everything. So not a lot to show you, I'm afraid. And for some reason the battery on this camera is already going. I obviously didn't plug it in after using it last time. We have been filming a puzzle, to do a time-lapse puzzle. Me and Duncan have been working on one when he had time off and that. But he's working from home every day, so that reduces what we can do, because I have to be quiet for all of his calls, which is why I'm out in the very hot sun. And my headache is slowly getting worse being in here, so I am going to head off. I hope you all are having the best you can have in this current lockdown. Though it's not a lockdown compared to some countries, it is still less than what we normally do, and I know for the mental health side of things this can be a hell of a strain, so make sure you're taking care of yourself as well as the others around you. You need to make sure that you are doing well as well. But otherwise, have some crafts, enjoy the sun. I don't sunbathe or anything, probably should really, I'm vitamin D deficient, but the sun sets my head off so I don't. But yeah, you all enjoy yourself, and and hi to all my new subscribers. I've had quite a few over the last couple of months that I haven't videoed, so sorry you've come along when I'm being so quiet. I do normally record more often, and hopefully I will be from now on, so you can all get to see all the things we do. Do leave comments down below if there's anything you want to see, and I try my best to film things that people want, so we'll just have to wait and see. There will be more game footage. I know most of you are here for the crafts and not for my gaming side, but I do enjoy doing puzzly games and things, so I probably will film more of that to put up on here as well, just because it's another side of me and this is about my life, so I include everything. I'll see you all later. You all take care. Bye.